Hey guys, good morning. Mama Radha here. So I just wanted to do kind of part two to I'm so sorry, Adrienne Everhart. Your advice is not leading women the right way. Part two. One of the posts that I forgot about when I did my video yesterday was someone that was saying, there's a gentleman, he's taken me out on 11 dates, and now, he's asking if I'll pay for some of the dates or help pay for gas. And, what should I do? And the women, my response was, have you seen the price of gas lately? And inflation? Question mark, exclamation point. And the women were like, no, he has to show that he has masculine energy and he's going to be willing to pay for her and invest in her and show that he's willing to, just do whatever it takes to win her, basically. She's the prize. He has to chase her. And I'm like, 11 dates? That's unreasonable. And you're going to lose that guy if you show that you have no reciprocation, no reciprocity. Somebody gives, you give something back, as a good sign of faith. And these women are being taught so wrong. I don't even know what to say. What else? They were talking about, again, if you got in a fight and the man's not talking to you, or etc., or you guys broke up or whatever, giving the man time, 3 to 6 months of silence from the woman is supposed to make him miss her and realize that she's the one and come get her. And again, I was trying to tell these women that you can do that kind of stuff when you're in your early 20s and you're like a dime piece, 8, 9, 10. But, in your 30s and 40s and 50s, if you don't show that man that you actively want him, if you don't compete for him and fight for him, you will be replaced quickly. Men don't have time for that crap anymore. They're tired of playing women's games. And these women are like, no, we're the prize. We don't want to be Xena the warrior princess. We want to be queens and goddesses and, let the other ladies fight for the men. But we're diamonds, and the men are going to come and fight for us. And, that's why men go to wars and fight wars for us. And I'm like, oh my Lord, have mercy. What are you teaching women over there? I am so sorry, but the lady even admitted that there are more women than men on the planet, but that doesn't matter. And I was scolded for trying to let women know there's a biological clock. You can't demand the same things at 40 and 50 years old that you could in your 20s. I explained about biology, about fertility, and about how women start out more valuable and it goes down, and how men start out at a lower value and go up. And I was told that I was hateful, that I was leading women the wrong way, and that I'm playing wrong. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you know what? I was just trying to bring a little bit of reality to help these women who apparently are going to lose the men that they have in their life. And one lady, before I got blocked, she was saying that I broke up with him and I realized I really miss him. And I said, you need to go get him. You need to go back and let him know. And another one was, they were in a fight, and she said, what should I do? And I said, apologize. And they're like, wait, what? I mean, the thought of a woman doing anything for the man apparently seems to be totally off the menu, the list of instructions underneath this, iHeart Academy or whatever. Again, I'm sorry, Adrienne Everhart, but what I have witnessed from the women that are following your program, those things are going to keep them single, sweetheart. So I don't know what kind of thing you're running and how much money you're making off these chicks, but it's not nice. It's not nice. And I think that you are married. So I am I don't know what kind of man you're married to, if he allows you to just run all over him. And, I just don't know. I won't get personal because I don't know you like that. But, the things you're telling women to do, it's all about the woman. She's a prize and a goddess. And there's no humility there. It's good to have some kind of self-respect and self-confidence in yourself. But you also have to realize what the realities are of life, honey. Okay. And you're telling all these middle-aged women that they are the prize, no, I'm sorry, they missed their time. All right. You can't demand the same type of man and the same type of treatment as you were in your prime. Okay. Now, most of the men you're dealing with have either already been married and they're divorced and they don't want to do that again. So some of them don't want to get married. That was another one. She was saying, I just ended this relationship because he doesn't want to get married. Everything else was great. And I was like, well, if everything else in your life was great, and you're 40 something years old, why wouldn't you just want to stay with him and live a happy life? He's, I think he was in his early 50s. He doesn't want to get married again. So what? Maybe he doesn't want to lose another part of his pension. Okay. Maybe he already lost half his pension to his first wife. So it's like, you're not teaching the women right. So what's better? She just be alone? So just spend the rest of your days alone. Buy a dog, die alone, right? Rest in peace, Mr. Samuels. So, I'm just appalled. And with the way that the gas prices are and prices for everything are skyrocketing, to have a man take you out 11 times and then he finally get the gumption to say, hey, sweetheart, could you pick up a couple tabs? I mean, that's pretty bad if he had to ask because you didn't offer. But apparently the classes you're being taught tell you not to pay for anything. And that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's not the first 2-3 dates. It's 11 dates. And the women are saying, no, she barely knows this guy. She, blah, 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 blah. He's supposed to chase her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just, I guess it's good they banned me because I can't deal with all that. I mean, I had no idea how bad the advice to women out here is. And honestly, ladies, I would not get relationship advice from women. Everything that I've learned from my husband and I've learned from the manosphere. So, it's the only reason why I have anything sensible to say. But, I talked to my husband about the things that I read and he was just like, no. He goes, honey, no, you're right. A woman waits 3 to 6 months for that man to make a move. She gonna be replaced, So, good luck, ladies. Good luck. I'll probably get some hate mail for these videos, but I'm looking out for you. I've been married for 23 years, raised 4 amazing kids. And I've studied this for the last 20 years and I don't do it for money. I don't do it for fame. I don't do it for recognition. I just do it because it's a burden that I feel on my heart to try to help society create a family, keep a family. I'm going to take that from Mr. Samuels, because the family unit is the foundational building block of our society. And it's that kind of philosophy that leads to, what these women are sharing, it's what leads to 8 out of 10 divorces being initiated by women. Why? Because I'm not happy. Okay. So because their feelings feel like I'm not happy, they deserve better because they're the prize at any age. They're ruining their families. They're wrecking their own homes, home wreckers. Okay. So especially all these women who claim to believe in God. And Jesus said, forgive your brother 77 times, 77 times. What about your own husband? You can't forgive your husband. You can't understand human frailties. I'm not saying take abuse. We've talked about that in other videos. You shouldn't be afraid for your life or feared, for your children. But that is a minority of the relationships out there. And in my lifetime, 47 years, I have seen 9 out of 10 times more women abusing men than the other way around. And forgive me, I'm so tired. I got up with my husband at 4 a.m., getting his food and drinks ready, and I am tired. But it's all worth it because, I can take a nap and all that kind of stuff. But, I got the bags and whatever. But I had to do part 2 because, y'all, ladies, what are you doing out here? You're better off, with some good-willed man who maybe isn't hit everything on your list, maybe he's not a super charming looking guy or whatever, doesn't make as much money as you like, but he's a decent guy. Guess what? That guy will take better care of your heart than this Chad that you're chasing, okay? Chad and Tyrone. So, you kind of get what you ask for. And you ain't all that, honey. There every day a new batch of 21-year-olds hits the market, all right? 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Every day, all right? So down at the junior college, Coach Greg Adams, the angel sounds, they're there, and men in their 40s and 50s and 60s, and, how old's P. Diddy? I think he was dating like a, 20-something-year-old. So anyway, older men can always get younger women. It's not the same way around with the older women and younger men. Those dynamics, I've never seen last. I've never seen it last. They may have fun together, but that mommy dynamic, that woman being in control and paying all the bills, and it gets old. It gets old. They get tired of doing it. So, anywho, love you guys. And, I'm sure I didn't even cover everything I wanted to, but you get the idea. So, sorry, ladies. I really, if you want to understand men and you want to know what to do, watch Kevin Samuel's videos, watch the Manosphere, red pill content. You will learn so much more about what men actually think and how they feel. Fit, fun, friendly, submissive, cooperative, right? What else was there? Fit, fun, friendly, submissive. That's pretty much the basics. I mean, men are actually very simple. So, work on your weight, work on your attitude, work on some humility. If you're walking around like, treat me like a goddess, no. You're not the prize. He's the prize. Why is he the prize? Because 80% of the women want 20% of the men. Women want the man's resources, retirement, if they're of childbearing age, DNA for children, they want everything from what the man can provide for them. What are you bringing to the table? Your vagina? Okay, well, you know what? It comes standard on every female model. Just saying. Not the prize. Again, if in your early 20s, you can be the prize. You get to be the prize, but guess what? You're marrying a prize, because you will depreciate with value in time, but you earn value in your man's eyes in a different way. Like, I've loved my husband since we were 14. He says he still sees me like that 20-something-year-old when we got married, God bless him. And Undead Chronic calls it wifey goggles, which I really appreciate that. And that's a true thing. So you earn his trust and deep love and devotion by being there with him and building with him and growing with him when he doesn't have much resources. Okay. So, there's a very intimate, special, passionate, amazing love for women who grow with a man and don't just try to come right out the gates and marry a 6-figure man. He's already built his fortune, and now you want to come along, and enjoy all the benefits. Well, you're not going to have the same kind of love. I'm just saying, it's more of an agreement, an arrangement. And again, many of those men have all these other women chasing them. So if you step out of line, or you're not giving him sex on a regular basis, what do you want? So anyway, we in trouble out here. We really are. And it amazes me that women still have such ridiculously high standards when there's articles being published daily about food crisis coming. Another plant burns down with tens of thousands of chickens die, was producing 3 million eggs a day. And, there's been like over 19, 20 different food manufacturing plants that have either had planes crash into them or exploded or had some kind of manufacturer failure. It's like, really? And they keep talking about all these different world events that, the food crisis is coming. It's Ukraine's fault. It's Russia's fault. It's this fault. It's that fault. Gas prices, supply chain issues, blah, blah, blah. They're just letting us know. So it amazes me that with the collapse of society, like right around the corner, women are still basically have their head up their ass. Yeah, you need to get a serious reality check. Anyway, God bless. Ciao. Bye.